Hello guys, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So V3 just dropped, so let's look into it. So first things first, let's look into Phainon. So his base attack got nerfed, kind of sad. Not the biggest fan of base stats getting nerfed, but his base attack did got nerfed. So his overall damage will be slightly lower because of this. Now moving into his trace, one of his traces got buffed. I think it's trace 2, I think it is, I'm not sure. But if you get shielded or healed, before his ult, you'll do more damage. But I think this trace is kinda useless for the moment because most of the time you're just gonna run a sustainless team with Phainon, so this trace is like whatever. But in the future, this trace might come in handy. So it's alright. I think the base nerf kinda sucks. Also, I think when you enter his ult, he has more health now. Again, I don't think it was necessary because I think he was pretty tanky in his ult anyway, but well, he got buffed in his ult as well. And his Eidolons, overall, his Eidolons got nerfed, slightly nerfed. So if you're like a heavy investor, his Eidolons actually got nerfed, and that's all about Phainon. I think his light cone did not get changed or anything, so it's still the same, so you don't need to worry about that. Now moving into Saber, Saber actually got pretty decent buff for E0. Her base attack actually got buffed. I think it's a pretty good thing. And she also does more damage with her ult now, because I think her charging got better because of how her mechanism works, so she does more damage with her ult now. But in return, her charging speed itself, or the ult charging speed actually got slightly nerfed, but she does more damage with her ult, but her charging speed itself got slightly nerfed because of how her buff works. And her Eidolons actually got buffed. It's slightly buffed. E6 is just wording changes, but her other Eidolons, like major Eidolons like E1, E2, and E4, slightly got buffed. Now, finally, let's look into Archer. I think the character most players will get. So for Archer, his ultimate recharge went down, but his ulti damage actually got reduced. So he doesn't need that much energy to cast his ult, but his ulti damage multiplier itself got nerfed. So you won't do more. I mean, he doesn't burst that much with his ult. His ult is more like a skill point generation now, but he still does decent damage, but it's not like that crazy of a damage. And his follow-up attack also got nerfed, so overall his follow-up attack and his ulti damage got nerfed, but his energy is like less for casting his ult. But one of his major traces, I think it's like trace 2, where he gets more crit damage, when he has more, if he uses more than 2 enhanced skills, like you need 4 skill points to do that. That got double, so he gets more crit damage. I think he got double the original value, so it's not double, so you're gonna do more damage with your enhanced skills as long as you use more than 4 skill points that you should be able to use with most of the teams. Especially if you have Sparkle, you should be able to use it pretty easily. So the damage for his skill bursting actually went higher. So simply his consistency, his rotation now is a lot easier than before, and you will do a lot more damage with his freaking skills now. I mean, a lot means a lot. So I think overall Archer got the best buff in my opinion. Phainon is like it hurts for Phainon because it's like a base attack nerf, so a little bit sucks. But I think Phainon should be fine, especially when he gets Survivor in the future. I think he'll be alright. Saber, I think, got a nice buff, my opinion. At least for E0, I think Saber got a decent buff because her ultimate damage, she is more like a ult reliant unit, so her ulti getting damage boost is always good for me. So yeah, overall, pretty decent buffs. Pretty happy for this. I think it's a really good V3 changes, but there is still V4 and maybe even V5, so we can wait for future changes. I think it's a decent buffs in my opinion, and nerfed on Phainon, but it's alright. Like I said, he still doesn't have his best in slot support, so I think it's alright. But still, it sucks. He got a nerf on his base stats, not the biggest fan of base stat nerfs. But yeah, pretty cool changes in my opinion. I think the units will still be fine, even with these changes, so yeah. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Bye guys. Have a great day again.